So I saw the Wolverine trailer today from Insomniac Games, and overall, I guess you could say I liked what I saw. I think the game's going to be decent. I just really hope that it doesn't suffer from the Marvel Spider-Man 2 problem of lacking content. I hated the Spider-Man 2 story. I thought it was complete garbage. I explained that on another channel that I have of why I hate it. I think it was, while the first two games, both Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man Miles Morales, had a great emotionally driven story, I think that Spider-Man 2 was emotionally void, and it was basically the story was fucking meaningless. And I'll go over that in another video. Anyways, back to Wolverine. I really hope that it has the content that it deserves. And what I mean is that Spider-Man 2, it had a content issue. In that we didn't get New Game Plus until many months after the game was released. No mission replay. The bases weren't replayable like they were in the first one. There were so many things that we had in, whether it be Spider-Man 1 or Spider-Man Miles Morales, that should have been there at Spider-Man 2 at launch, and we didn't get it. So it's just really, really unfortunate, because the game should have had, released with that content, no DLC. And that's, I think, why fans are a little bit pissed, because of just the complete lack of content, the dull side missions, other than the flame side mission. And I guess the Mysteriums were cool too. But I platinumed the game Spider-Man 2 in 19 hours, which is completely unacceptable. Something like that can't happen, and if Insomniac has learned anything, it's going to take feedback from the fans. I think that they'll realize we need to pack this game with content, if nothing else. Because a lousy narrative can be forgiven with lots of content. So hopefully Wolverine doesn't suffer from that problem. Now, gameplay-wise, I think the game's going to be gameplay-wise, I think you're going to have great gameplay. Because the Spider-Man games, I've never played the Ratchet and Clank games, but I know the Spider-Man games, I think the gameplay is great traversal, great combat. We know that Insomniac can make a really good combat system, because I think this combat system in the Spider-Man games are fucking awesome. So the gameplay, I'm not so much worried about. I think that'll be fine. It's just, will there be enough content to basically be a vessel for the gameplay? And whether that be challenges, combat challenges. Wolverine's traversal isn't as in-depth as like a character like Spider-Man, but who knows, maybe different kinds of challenges. Maybe there'll be some kind of stealth, although I know Wolverine's obviously got a crazy healing factor, so him getting shot up a lot isn't as big of a deal. Although maybe to save hostages, they could be stealth missions, kind of like how for Taskmaster and Screwball for Spider-Man 1. So I think the gameplay is going to be really good. That part should be fine. It's just a matter of content. Are they going to have the content? And I really hope that they do, and Wolverine really lives up to the hype and the expectations, because I think that'll be great for Insomniac. And obviously there are different teams that work on different projects within the company, but I think if Insomniac as a whole does great and gets great feedback from Wolverine, that'll give them awesome confidence and lots of work with going into Spider-Man 3, and there'll be a lot of good stuff. Hopefully they can take some stuff that they've learned and move it into Spider-Man 3, because ultimately that's what I want for them. I want Marvel Spider-Man 3 because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. That's why I care about the story a lot more than I'll care about the Wolverine story. I want Spider-Man 3 selfishly to be the greatest game of all time. I want the the developers at Insomniac, if they can't make it the greatest game of all time, I want them to die trying, truly. Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the best for Wolverine, and we'll see what happens.